Yes, friends, it's time for a big one. And if there's any bot with the presence, the gravitas, the sheer planet-smashing balls to properly see off the double-digit vids, then I believe, folks and fogettes, that the man for the job is animated Ultra Magnus. Yes, indeed. This rather bad Mamma Jamma is, for me, the definitive animated leader figure. I mean, Megatron was a letdown and I never got Bulkhead, so he's kind of winner by default, but honestly, Ultra Magnus is a match for any sucker. I mean, straight away, he's just like, BLAM! Have you ever seen such a mighty slab of plastic? Don't pretend the answer's yes. So I haven't got a G1 Magnus, but I've always liked the character of the super competent, highly respected city commander who never got to be leader because of his crippling self-esteem issues. There's almost nothing left of that guy here. Because in the animated series, Ultra Magnus is pretty much the president of Cybertron. So proud of him. Check him out, all decked out in this prestigious royal blue. So he's got this ace noggin sat on this plateau of power, beset on either side by a stupidly massive shoulder section, leading down to these gobby Play-Doh looking forearms. They look pretty ace and they're sort of posable, but it just doesn't look quite right with them all moving together. Kind of like the shoulders to stay where they are, but who cares what I want, right? The legs on this fella are pretty awesome. It's really smart how the vehicle wheels fold up in there. There's some stompy knee highs, but they're not really balanced too well. If you have his toes flush, he's always either leaning in a bit too close or verging on a pelvic thrust. Just sort of either side of the not pervy line. He'll stand up nice and straight if you just bend his toes down, but it gives him a kind of injured, snap-toed look. Yeah. Magnus's head is really the only bit that plays the G1 nostalgia card, albeit with a few animated characteristics. Like his face stops about halfway down his head and the rest is just chin. I kind of wish the voice clips had gone the G1 route though. I mean, I'm not interested in hearing him say what his name is.
Ultra Magnus here. I am Optimus Prime. Can't phrase my name.
And then broadly summarise the whole animated story arc in 2 sound bites.
Don't be a hero, Optimus. It's not in your programming.
You know what I want to know?
We must return the old spark to Cybertron.
I want to know if he can deal with that now. Check out the old Magnus Hammer there. The epic clobbering stick I don't think he ever hit anybody with. Rather he just stood there and let the lightning do all the work. It'll pop open a bit, but it still looks a bit shrimpy in his giant trapdoor hand there. Don't worry though, he's just being coy. He's got plenty of weapons stashed elsewhere. 12 guns, baby. Now who's bad? Moving on then, this is the inexplicable Roadbuster Repaint. Honestly, I've no idea where this came from or whose idea it was, but it's actually not that bad. It looks way badass in this dirty camo getup. It's less like the mighty benevolent figurehead and more like a shouty hardcore drill sergeant.
Don't be a Optimus.
Just gives him a different flavour, like this is the Magnus that's a soldier at heart.
Till all are one.
I can't hear you!
Till all are one!
I still can't hear you!
And yeah, he's forgotten to change his hat. But still, Awesome looks the same in every colour. Man, that is what you want from a leader class transformation. Like, it doesn't take all night, it's challenging, but without being overly difficult. Like, it's sort of hard, but it's more like it's screwing with you, but it's got a sense of humour about itself, rather than just being a fiddly ball ache. It's a bit of a myth there's so much visible robot underneath, but if anyone gets away with it, this guy. Can't not love the vehicle. I guess it's like an APC/arms factory. I just love this thing. It's so long and wide and ballsy. It's like a battering ram. It's all kinds of dick jokes. And it's such a convincing alt mode for a leader. There's something grand about it. And in this mode, the repaint makes a bit more sense. It just looks so bad in mushy peas and curry sauce flavour. And then this happens. And it's like, oh yeah, I get it. Gunsplosion. Check it out, double proboscis minigun, eyelash rifles, and double back cannons with light and sound action! Attack it from the side! Not quite sure what these thingies are for though. Makes me think there's some other thing he does. I'm completely certain there's not. But it brings back memories of that moment when you look at one of the G1 toys with the old inherited redundant gimmicks. You think like, wait, this isn't the whole story, is it? Mind games! So yes, Ultra Magnus is a complete success. He's a monolithic example of all that was right with animated. I mean, how boring would it have been if it was just another blue and or white repaint of Optimus? He's a totally unique, top quality bot that just won't quit, and I'm pathetically grateful to the lovely Ken Ashcorp for giving me the opportunity to put this thing on my shelf. Peace!